If you're still using basic dispute reasons like
"This isn't mine,"
you're doing it wrong. In 2025, Experian updated their automated system, and if you don't use the right dispute reasons, your deletions will be delayed, denied, or even flagged as frivolous. But today, I'm going to show you the best dispute reasons to use to get faster deletions, just like this, like this, like this. Even with Experian's new automated dispute reason, these reasons are simple, powerful, and designed to trigger faster investigations and removals. Stick with me because later in this video, I'm going to show you a bonus dispute reason that almost guarantees a response within 14 days if used correctly. See, here's why your dispute reasons matter in 2025. Experian system upgrade made one thing crystal clear. Generic disputes get ignored. Strategic disputes trigger real investigation. They use eOster, an automated system to process disputes much faster, but it relies heavily on keywords you use. So if you trigger the right investigation code with the right dispute reasons, you can force real human eyes on your file, and that's what gets results. And later in this video, I'll show you a secret bonus reason that nobody is talking about. But first, let's dive into 5 core dispute reasons you should be using right now. Number 1, let's say the payment history on this account is inaccurate. What you want to say is delete account name and a number in accordance with 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB. So why this works? If the dates of the reported last payments are wrong, even by 1 month, it's a violation under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The reason forces Experian to manually check payment history or delete account if they can't verify. Number 2, let's say the balance amount is reported incorrectly and is not reflected of the true balance. What you want to say is, please investigate and update it or delete it. Why this works is because balance often lag behind, or they are reported incorrectly, especially on collection. So a wrong balance equals automated grounds for investigation or correction or deletion. Number 3, let's just say the date last active is being reported inaccurately, right? What you want to say is, please verify with original documentation or delete this account in accordance with 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-5. Why this work? The date last active determines how long an account can legally stay on your report. And if it's wrong, the account can often be forced to stay on your credit report longer than 7 years. Number 4, let's just say the current account status is incorrect. What you want to say is, please verify the reporting status or delete it for inaccurate reporting in accordance with 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-5. Now, here's why this works. If they're listing an account as open when the account is closed or charged off, when it's settled, that's a major compliance violation, which then forces Experian to investigate deeper or delete the account. Number 5, let's just say this account contains conflicted information across all 3 credit bureaus. What you want to say is delete account name and the number immediately for violation of 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB. See, here's why it works. If an account looks different on Experian than it does on Equifax, than it does on TransUnion, you got a strong grounds for deletion under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And most credit bureaus hate to investigate this, and that often leads to a faster deletion. Now, here's the bonus secret phrase for faster results. You want to use this exact phrase when you send your disputes and they come back and verify, right? Here's what you want to say. Please provide the method of verification used to confirm this information. If unavailable, please delete account immediately for a violation of 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-7. Now, why this is so powerful, right? It demands proof. It puts Experian on the clock. And if they can't prove how they verified it, they must delete the item legally, right? And I've seen deletions happen in 15 days or less using this specific strategy. Now, for my visual learners, let me show you how to apply this, right? So for example, right here, as you can see, a specific letter of what I'm talking about, right? So let's just say the inaccurate payment history. So if you have inaccurate payment history on your credit report, right? Share this tab instead. If you have inaccurate payment history, now you probably ain't gonna see it, but this is just an example of something of like inaccurate reporting of the account details. But when you look at your payment history, right, you're gonna see sometimes it's gonna say 30-day okay, or another one like just say Equifax is gonna say okay, and another one's gonna say 30, and another thing is gonna say something else, right? So if the payment history is inaccurate, you can leverage this specific letter right here that I'm talking about, right? So this is just an example of one account, but if you have multiple accounts, it's a little bit different. But you're gonna put your name, address, of course, city, today's date, Experian, right, or TransUnion, Equifax. Subject, dispute of inaccuracy, payment history, or inaccurate payment history. Account, an account name and account number, right? Very important. Dear Experian, I'm writing to dispute the accuracy of payment history reported for the following account on my credit report. And you're gonna put the account name and account number, right? Now, where you're gonna get this is from this right here. You're gonna have the account name right here, and then you're gonna put the account number right here, right? Now, you don't need the full account number, all right? A lot of people think you don't need a full account number. Just put whatever they have right there, okay? And then from there, what you want to do, of course, then create your letter. The payment history on this account is inaccurate as reported date or late payments do not reflect the correct payment record, right? This is a violation of 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB, which requires reasonable procedure to ensure maximum possible accuracy, right? Please investigate this matter promptly and either correct the payment history or delete the account from my credit report, right? And then from there, put it there, send it with 2 forms of identification, send it certified, very important, and of course, wait. Now, let's just say you have an incorrect balance on your credit report, like just like this for an example, right? So if you have a balance, well, this one is reported inaccurately, right? So if the balance is reported inaccurately, what you want to do, of course, is create your letter showing that, hey, because if the balance is wrong, let's just say you have a credit card and the balance is wrong, now it's affecting your utilization of your score. So if 30% of your score is what? Utilization, right? So if that's inaccurate or reported incorrectly, now it's affecting your overall credit score, right? Which will, of course, have a lower credit score. So to fix that, what we want to do is create a letter that looks similar to this, right? Create a letter that looks similar to this based off of inaccurate reporting, right? Balance reporting. So subject, same thing, put the account name, account number, this balance. The balance amount is reported inaccurately and does not reflect the true balance owed, right? Same thing, same exact process, right? Here's the letter, here's a format. You can screenshot this, right? But most importantly, what you want to do, of course, is add 2 to 3 forms of identification with your letter, very important, and send it certified to Experian, to TransUnion, to Equifax, whoever is reported it correctly to, right? Next, what you want to do, of course, is let's just say the date last active is incorrect, right? So date last active, like as you can see right here, date of last payment, but right now we're talking about date last active, right? So date last active, if it's being reported incorrectly, here's the letter that you want to leverage, right? Instead, right? Date last active is based off of this, right? Put account name, same exact thing. Account name, account number, right? Make sure you put everything to Experian or to TransUnion, to Equifax. If you want deletion, let's just say the account is a collection, charge off, or repossession, or any other negative account. If you want the account removed from your report, very important that you say, remove this account immediately for violation of whatever specific law, right? And then from there, you just put that right here, send it certified, add 3 forms of identification. Right now, we're laying out the details of every single account that's wrong with a specific account, right? And we're showing, and we have documentation and proof, which will increase your chances of getting more deletions off your report, right? Another thing, let's just say the incorrect status of the account, right? So if the account status is incorrect, here's a letter that you can leverage to fix that, right? Let's just say it's supposed to be open, or if it's closed, or whatever the case may be, vice versa. You can leverage the specific letter, right? Got the account name, got the account number, right? And then this account status is incorrect, reported as open when closed, or vice versa. And then let Experian do their job, let TransUnion do their job, let Equifax do their job. But in order for them to do their job, I would say, like I said, send it certified. Very important, right? We got to send this letter certified to ensure that Experian got it, TransUnion got it, and Equifax got it, and make sure you add your 3 forms of identification, because when you send letters in, they like to say, hey, you sound like a credit repair company. Is this actually you? So to avoid that, to discourage you, they send these automated letters for them not to do their job, right? So add the 3 forms of identification, make sure you have enough proof that this is you and this is your letter, right? And then from there, what we want to do is another example of what we was talking about is a conflicted information, right? So Experian trades and Equifax have conflicted information, right? For an example, just like this, as you can see, date open is correct on here, but date last active is different. Date of last payment is different. Balance is different. And other conflicted information on your report sometimes is going to be different. So what you want to do is leverage the details and create a letter based off of what you have going on, right? And you can leverage that to help you get the account removed from your report, okay? So here's the letter that I was talking about, right? As you can see, here's a letter. And then you can leverage that to get the account removed from your report. Now, you understand all the different reasons you can leverage to knock the credit bureaus out. But I want to show you some free resources, some free websites you can leverage to increase your chances of knocking the credit bureaus out, but most importantly, improving your credit score. By watching this video right here, just click right here, and I'm going to show you and break everything down to you.